Steve, 4 losses in the bounce. Do you guys feel that you might be in a bit of a rut because it seems to be the same mistakes that's repeating itself every week?
Yeah, I think there's high error counting on what we're doing. I think we just released pressure on teams too easily, and then when we did come back, play some good football, got back in the lead with a penalty, just don't look after the ball from a kick-off, as basic errors, and ultimately it cost you, because I thought we did enough to take something out of the game. But when you come to an environment like we do, and we just release momentum so easily for the Cheetahs, conceded some really cheap tries, yeah, so you're always going to be up against it.
Steve, how big was that try just before half-time and it scored after you guys took the lead? It was a huge point in the game.
Yeah, it's a huge point in the game, and I think probably second try is bitterly disappointing. Kick chase, just got to get into a flat line. In fairness, it probably looks like a good try from the Cheetahs, but it's bitterly disappointing. And probably you look back at the tries, I didn't think we were sort of hugely under the pump for large periods. I thought we'd release some pressure, but then we'd give it up. I think probably towards the end of the half we started to build real momentum, and probably the only part of the game where we really got on top and we stayed on top. Then I thought the breakdown was getting refereed towards the back end of the first half, because I did think in around the early doors there was lack of releasing around the ball, but ultimately we had enough possession and territory once again to cause, like, have a different scoreboard.
Alun, what was your take out there?
Say again, sorry?
What was your take from your perspective?
Yeah, I think we were probably slow at the blocks. We have been. It's hard to deny probably we are in a rut. Well, not probably, we are 4 on the bounce. You can't deny that. There comes a point where you've got to stop defending ourselves and come clean, and we've got to put it out there. I think we've already alluded to the shift either side of the half probably. I know we survived the drop kick off and we got back into the game, but when we had ascendancy we did let them off. It's difficult because sometimes you get ascendancy, you overplay, and we probably did that a lot in the latter stages of the second half, and we were at the races for the middle 40, but it's an 80-minute game.
And when they were down to 14, you didn't really capitalise.
No, again I think we had a good drive, but coughed it up off a line out, and we ended up in the 22 and we had to start again. So I think they got to try it at that period as well. So it is disappointing, particularly it was a hooker, but we've got to keep battling, and hopefully a result will come.
It doesn't get much easier for you guys, seeing that you've got the Squatters next week, first derby of the season, the defending champions. So it's a tough one, but probably the perfect game to silence critics. Yeah,
very much so. I think we're just lucky as a squad. Hopefully we'll have another opportunity. If you get selected for next week, you don't like to look too far ahead, but it's a busy 3 weeks. We've got Clermont after that, and then Saracens, so it's not going to get any easier. We were fortunate to come away at this junction of the season and be in the bubble. Unfortunately, we haven't come out with a W, so the pressure is going to be on when we go back. There's no denying that, and it should be because of where we are. You
guys weren't used to travelling like this in the Pro 12. Did this trip serve as almost a bit of a team builder for you guys as well?
Yeah, I think there's a bit of forced time together, but we can't really use the travel as an excuse or the altitude, because we've been here long enough. If we start doing that, then we really are in a bad place. But we've been here long enough to put the performance in, and there are positives from the game. I think we're not going to be too harsh on ourselves in that regard, because there are always positives. But ultimately, we need the result, and we didn't get that today.
Steve, sorry, we heard a story about Scott Baldwin withdrawing apparently at the incident with the line. Can you maybe just tell us what happened?
Yeah. Nobody won't get asked that. Yeah, there is an incident of lion, nothing to do with the lion, fair to speak. He did bite Scott, but when you put your hand in a fence where there is a lion, then you expect to get bit. So, and he's had plenty of warning, so it's pretty stupid on Scott's behalf, and he's pretty lucky. But again, it's nothing to do with where we were. It was a good environment. We've been told how far back to stand, but yeah, I don't know what sort of wildlife program Scott has been watching where you can pat a lion on the head as if it's a kitten. Yeah, that's probably one of the silliest things I've ever been involved in. But thankfully he's okay, and hopefully he'll be back up and running in the next couple of weeks.
So the injury is not too serious?
No, but it's not too serious. He's had a couple of stitches. But yeah, he's had it cleaned out and things, so he'll hopefully travel back with us tomorrow.
Steve, what do you think or feel that the Cheetahs did right tonight against you guys?
They capitalised when they had momentum, they took it, and I think we gifted them a little bit. But yeah, they're a powerful team, and in the yellow card they scored a try. They capitalised at Maul, and yeah, I think that they're decent. They're a good outfit. They're a big physical bunch. I thought defensively we barred up. I know it sounds ridiculous when we conceded tries, but I thought it was, like Al said, it was some positives, but ultimately we didn't get the result, so it's bitterly disappointing for us.
Alan, just it was probably a strange week of build-up for you because there's a test match in town and you almost went under the radar and hardly any crowd here tonight. Is that quite an awkward thing, you having come off a Lions tour where it's been so much hype? It's quite hard to get motivated for that?
No, not at all. I think it's an element of occasion to us just being here because the first Welsh team in the Pro14 to be out here. So there was an element of occasion, like I say, but we've played in the Pro12 and the Celtic League when there's been probably less people in bigger stadiums than this, no disrespect to any teams we've played. So sometimes that's half the battle to get up, but no, we've been in similar situations before.